The next category is for the outstanding e-learning student.
I am so pleased to welcome Elena Larson for the Outstanding Student Award. I'm from Chemeketa Community College, and so we sent out an announcement to all our online faculty to nominate students, and we had a good number of applications for that and nominations from faculty. And honestly, they were all really good, but Elena stood out for sure, and you'll get to hear a little bit about why. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about her background and then let Eric Jensen say more about why he nominated her. Elena lived in Siberia for her whole life before coming to the United States, and was a straight A student in high school. For about 3 years during that time, she played the lead role in an educational TV program to teach English. And in Russia, they have an annual academic competitions for all different age levels in high school. And so it's based on the discipline or the subject area. So if you win in your age group at your own school, you advance to a city competition. And then if you win your city competition, you go on to regional or state type of a competition. And then after that is a national competition where there are 83 regions that are represented there. During the last 3 years of her high school, she won the city and regional competitions in English and also once placed 7th in the national competition. Because of her achievements in this area for English, she got to participate in an event where she actually was able to meet her husband, Mark, there. He was there on a university-sponsored art exhibition. After that, a few very good Russian universities offered her full-paid scholarships to study languages, but she'd always had a dream of having a business degree. So she started attending a Siberian university, also on a full-paid tuition scholarship. She did end up leaving Russia at the age of 18 after finishing 1 semester at the university there and didn't get a chance to advance her career there, but she did really have very ambitious plans before she had come over here. And she immigrated to the United States in 2002. So for a while, she actually thought she would never be able to pursue the ambitions that she'd had in higher education, but also in her career. So as you can see, based on her background, she's been a high achiever for quite a while. And one of the things that struck me about her story is that if any of you are immigrants or you have family or friends who are immigrants or students that you know, you'll understand that when people come to the United States or maybe go to any country and you're going to a place where they speak a different language and you've had a lot of high achievement in your life, you go to this new country and you kind of have to start over and you have to feel like you give up a piece of yourself. And so her story reminded me of my mother's story, who over 50 years ago, she completed law school in Korea, which 50 years ago was kind of amazing. She had the same kind of experience when she came over here, really, having to kind of start all over again. So it takes a special kind of person to be able to accomplish what she has. I'd like to introduce Eric Jensen. Eric has been teaching at Chemeketa for about 8 years and has been one of the bold folks to teach physics online with a lab. He's been doing that for 4 years, and he teaches a 3-term sequence of physics. So, Eric?
Well, having Elena in my class was like having a teaching assistant. So she would come in at about 3 in the morning on the discussion board and answer students' questions. So it was like basically they had 24-hour service. I was during the day, and she was the graveyard shift. So that was wonderful. On the downside, she did turn in 13-page lab reports every week, and I had to grade them. So it was kind of a wash there. But needless to say, she earned an A in my course, just like she did in every other class. She took it at Chemeketa. Unfortunately, she won't be at Chemeketa because next term because she's graduating and she's moving on to Eastern Oregon University, where she'll pursue a business degree online. So, congratulations to you.
I'd like to say that it is a real honor to receive this award. For me, a Siberian girl born in the USSR, I still can't believe that I'm getting an American education, and on top of that, I'm receiving an award for academic achievement in an American college. Having studied at a Russian university, I have the opportunity to compare the American educational system to a completely different educational system. And as an outsider, I can see and appreciate certain advantages of the American educational system that others might take for granted who don't have the opportunity of comparison. For example, when I studied at the Russian university, you could not study part-time over there, and there were no elective courses. So at the beginning of the term, I was given a list of classes I had to take and a schedule that I had to abide to, or the other choice would be to drop out of university. So when I came here, and after a few years I started studying at an American college, it was really amazing that I could choose the amount of classes I could have each term, and the availability of elective courses. I really enjoyed choosing and taking the elective courses that would most fit my individual interests, such as ancient literature or astronomy, something that I really wanted to study, but I wouldn't otherwise have the opportunity to take that if I was back in Russia. So the flexibility of American education is really amazing for me, coming from a different place. But the best part about it is the e-learning experience. Being able to study from any place basically in the country without ever stepping your foot on campus is a remarkable thing in itself. But for me, it means more than just convenience. For me, it really is the difference between getting a higher education and not, because if it wasn't for the availability of online classes, I would not be getting a higher education now or in the foreseeable future. So for me, this is the only way that I can study, and higher education is very important for me. In about a month or so, I'm about to become an American citizen. But for me, thank you. But for me, my education is what truly transforms me from an immigrant into an American citizen and allows me to fully participate in the American society and hopefully be able to contribute to it later on when I do get my degree. And also, America is the country of great opportunity, and it is a fact. So for me, education is an opportunity to take part in the American dream from my personal perspective. It allows me to fulfill my complete potential and to reach for my dreams and goals. And also for me, education stands as a self-evident priority based on the fact that intellect is a self-evident virtue in itself. So from that point of view, I'm also very grateful that I have the opportunity to be getting the education. So it is very, as you see, it is very important for me from different aspects to be able to study and get my higher education. And for the ability to do that online, I'm forever grateful. And I'm very thankful to Chemeketa Community College for offering all the courses that I need for my associate transfer degree, that I can take them all online to transfer to a 4-year university. And I'm also thankful to my wonderful husband and my wonderful parents-in-law that support me in the process, to my little daughter that assisted me in doing my science labs, and, and also to Eric Jensen, who over there, who is the best online teacher that I have had. He really puts in every day, and it really, you could tell that it really matters to him a lot that you do the best with the class, and he's really great. So I'm really thankful to him and to all the whole staff of Chemeketa Community College for this great opportunity. Thank you.